Now Spotify anticipates your taste by reading your data, and then the AI works and gives
And
you
now every day I have a new selection of music just for me.
Exactly. You experience this nice selection of music, and this is the kind of experience that AI is bringing to the user.
The topic I want to talk about today is AI resources focus on UX. So the first question is, how do you see artificial intelligence impacting user experience? And what specific AI tools or technologies do you find most promising for enhancing UX?
And AI has a profound impact on user experience, transforming how users interact with digital products and services. So I think there are several ways AI can influence UX, and there are some promising AI tools and technologies. One is the personalization, of course, which enables a personalized experience. The second one is the interface, because there's AI-powered chatbots and virtual assistants that offer natural language interaction. And another one, of course, is the predictive analytics. AI-driven predictive analytics anticipate user needs and behaviors. So those will be three very important highlights for AI.
Terms on performance optimization. How has AI played a role in streamlined UX strategies? And can you share any successful instance where AI significantly improved performance?
AI has played a significant role in streamlining these UX strategies because it can help us with data-driven insights, automation, predictive analytics, and for example, there are some instances that AI has helped a lot. For example, content personalization, website optimization, predictive analytics, as I said before, and performance monitoring. And the good news is that AI is connecting everything together and helping you to take important decisions based on this data. And you don't have to put efforts anymore in, manually creating all of this reporting and then doing the cross data. Now it's easier, it takes less time, and it helps you to, change your strategy whenever it's possible. A successful case for this would be, for example, email marketing. It used to be a very manual process before, where you have to upload a database and then define the segments and then wait, I don't know, a couple of weeks to understand the user behavior. And now it's just creating automations and taking decisions based in real-time insights. So I think that's a very successful case because, I don't know, 5 or 10 years ago, companies used to struggle a lot by driving this kind of campaigns. And now it takes 2 minutes on the setup, and you learn a lot about your users.
You even get your insights in your email. So yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's so different. And next question will be, how do you balance the ethical considerations of using AI in user-centric design and performance enhancement? Did you follow any specific guidelines or principles?
Well, there are some guidelines and principles that you can follow. One is the transparency, of course. You have to prioritize transparency, processes, algorithms to ensure that the user will understand that their data is being used, number one. Second one, of course, you always have to protect your customers' data. It has to be a privacy policy, privacy protection, and it has to be compliant with the GDPR, the CCPA, and whatever policies are in every market, because they may change and they may from market to market, right? For example, if you are in Brazil, the advertising is totally different. It's like a very strict, you have to avoid any kind of promotions, for example, in digital advertising, right? And if you go, for example, to an Asian country, then you are free, like, to communicate whatever you want to the customer. So I think we have to be very careful in transparency and privacy protection with them, and we have to be very clear. Another important fact is the user empowerment, because we empower users to control over their AI-driven experiences, right? We allow them to customize preferences, opt out of personalization features. They can do many things now that they couldn't do before. So they have to acknowledge this great empowerment that they have and learn about the possibilities. And I think we are, I don't know, we are needing this as an agency or as a communication platform or a leading company. We have to empower the users. And the last one would be the impact assessment. I think we have to conduct a comprehensive impact to evaluate the ethical implications of AI-driven initiatives, because there's so much that we haven't discovered yet. So we are learning on the go.
And now, can you share an example of AI-driven personalization efforts in UX that have proven effective in enhancing a user engagement?
Yeah. Some examples, the well-known examples out there in the market are like Netflix, Amazon, Spotify, YouTube, LinkedIn, even Google Search. Those are tools and platforms that we have been using for years and years, and they have been incorporating these AI features on the last 2-3 years. So now, for example, when you go on Google, you can search for an image or a photo that you like, and the intelligence of the Google search now will help you find related products, photos that look almost exactly the same. Will tell you where to find this kind of product. Will help you to compare and find the best seller, for example. Same with Spotify. Before, listening to this kind of streaming music was very different. It was just creating some random playlist, and the shuffle wasn't very good at all, right? Now Spotify anticipates your taste by reading your data, and then the AI works and gives
And
you
now
really
every day I have a new selection of music just for me.
exactly. You experience this nice selection of music, and you really enjoy. It's not as it used to be before with this shuffle, right? So you are enjoying, and this is the kind of experience that AI is bringing to the user, because AI is kind of this. It's in a cluster of all of the ideas that are behind this data. So it helps you to enjoy the experience most of all. So that will be the answer.
And for example, what do you think? For example, TikTok, that it uses AI the same way and showing me the same kind of content based on my data and what I've been looking for. But sometimes it just overwhelm me with just one specific thing, and it doesn't show me so many other options that I may be interested, and maybe sometimes I just dodge. I think that overwhelm the user by one specific topic.
Well, we have to think about the target market of each application and solution that is out there. TikTok is like a revolution, right? Rather than just artificial intelligence, there's an algorithm that is looking for unique content. So probably for some of us could be overwhelming, but we have to keep in mind that they are always trying to showcase this kind of unique content that keeps you interested in the platform. So you won't leave, so you won't drop. And I think this is genius. It's a genius idea. It's a genius how this context selection works on TikTok. But it could be a little bit overwhelming for some of us.
Yeah, and what now I'm curious what you think about, like, sometimes you don't even write anything on your mobile or on Google. You're not even, like, for example, trips to Europe, no? And I'm not even writing it everywhere. I'm just talking about it. And now in all my devices, in all the publicity that I'm getting is related to a trip to Europe. So
Well, it may feel like sometimes they're reading our minds, right? But this is more about cross data and cross device technology plus the AI that we put in it. So I don't know, depends on where we are located. Probably you are on a train station waiting for the next ride. So the AI acts with that, like your location, time of the day, your demographics, and your insights and your personal taste, and then takes decision. It's like a never-ending algorithm taking decisions out of millions of data points, millions, and that makes me think. For instance, it's like speed drivers. Behind this speed racing like Formula One and NASCAR, there's millions of data points. Like there's a technical team behind every racer and they are reading millions of data points based on the past races and on the driver's performance and on the car performance. And that's how they learn, because there's like a huge team of people that implies this, and because there's millions behind every race. So there has to be a lot of data that is being read in every race. So that's pretty much how it works in using this app or social media or a platform or solution. It's just a lot of data points that helps them prevent your next action. But it feels like they're reading our minds. And I like this answer. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it really does. Like sometimes I like, how did you know that I'm looking for a vacuum? You know, I'm just thinking about it. So how do you know? Yeah, it's so interesting.
Yes,
And now
exactly.
the last question just for ending this interview is, with the ever-evolving landscape of AI in UX, what resources or industry trends do you believe should stay updated or to ensure that they are leveraging the latest advancements for optimal UX and performance results?
Well, it has to be a mix of a little bit of everything. We cannot just rely on what we read online or just rely on what we see in a conference. So it's a mix of everything, like, following key opinion leaders, having our favorite blogs, attending to conferences and events. There's a lot out there everywhere. Online courses, of course. Right now, there's like thousands of online courses regarding AI and machine learning and automation, and that most of them are for free. You just have to take the time and learn. Professional networking as well, because just right now we're having this nice conversation and we are learning a lot as we speak. So professional networking is always a very interesting source, because you get to know people from across many industries, and how they are living this experience and how they front this quick evolution of technology, right? So we learn together, and that's it. And the last one I would say is the users' feedback and the testing, because yeah, we have a lot of theories out there in the back, but we don't know the real impact until the user is giving us the feedback, until we learn from the market.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Well, thank you so much for your time, Guillermo.